May I say this? It sounds like a joke. An Indian, they're very funny people. And they're not funny, they're odd to us, but they seem all right to themselves. And if you get to know them, they're all right. An Indian was asked one time when he was saved. I remember one in Phoenix, Arizona. Billy was going down to give out prayer cards. And he'd just stand there and give out prayer cards. And then people was able to run up there and grab the prayer cards. While the well people really had a headache, toothache, something wrong with the toe, they got the prayer cards, Brother Ruddle. And when they did, then in a prayer line, the only thing I got somebody with a headache, somebody had something wrong with toe, and something like that. And there was people sitting there dying with cancer and things. They didn't get the prayer line. I said, Billy, go down there and ask those people what's wrong with them. And if they haven't got cancer or some horrible disease or something that's going to kill them, don't give them them prayer cards. Get them people up there in that prayer line. It's ready to die. If not help from the Lord, let them others just wait. Let them come in a fast line or something. But let them people that's ready to die. I said, ask him. He said, well, you said just shuffle up the cards and give it to him. That's what I was doing. I said, but you're getting them people run up there ahead of them, and they get them poor cripples and things, can't get them. All right, I'll do it. He goes down. There's an old Indian, and they're very odd. He wouldn't sit down in a chair. They give him a chair, but he'd sit down on the floor in the tent. He had a hat on. He wouldn't take it off. Had a feather sticking in the back of it, just sitting there. Billy walked up to him, and he passed by, and he said, you want a prayer card? He said, what's wrong with you, Chief? He said, me sick. He said, but what's wrong with you? He said, me sick. He said, but I want to know what's wrong with you. He said, me sick. That's all he could get out of him. He said, all right, I'll be back after a while. So Billy went along asking people. The old Indian kept watching that prayer cards getting thinner and thinner. Every time he'd draw them out of his pocket, they were a little bit thinner. So after a while, the old Indian got up and walked over and tapped Billy on the back to remind him he was in this too. And he said, Chief, what's wrong with you? He said, me sick. He said, well, Chief, you have to tell me. Daddy said not to give these cards to people that just had like tummy ache and headaches and things. Give them to people who's real sick. He said, how sick are you, Chief? He said, me sick. He set him down again, and before his cards is really about gone. A couple of minutes, he kept watching them cards. He come back and tapped him again. He held out his hand. Billy put the card on his hand and said, Chief, go right on there, me sick. He got in the prayer line. And I was praying for him, and I said, do you believe, Chief? He said, that's right. And I said, well, you believe that God will heal you? He said, that's right. I said, you can be a good boy? He said, that's right. I met him about a week later. Brother Fred Soppin, I believe, was there. It's when the tent meeting was going on. It's Phoenix. And I met him a little later on in the week. I said, are you doing all right, Chief? He said, right. Come to find out, I talked to, what was that missionary's name up there, that old man with the white mustache? Up there to the Apaches. I can't think of his name. Oh, he's a fine old fella. His wife is healed of cancer, you know. He said, Brother Branham, that's all he can say. Said, I told him to say me sick, and the only thing he can say is right. So that's about it. See, right, me sick. Somebody told me he had one time, was converted, received the Holy Ghost, and he said to him, how you get along? He said, pretty good and pretty bad. He said, well, how do you mean pretty bad and pretty good? He said, well, since me received the Holy Ghost, he said, there's been two dogs in me. And one of them a black dog, one of them a white dog. He said, they argue all the time. He said, they growl and fight at one another. He said, the white dog wants me to do good, the black dog wants me to do bad. He said, well, Chief, which one of them wins the fight? He said, that depends on which one Chief feeds the most. So I think that's a good answer here. See, there just depends on the warring of the body that's in you. It depends on which one you cater to, which nature you cater to. The carnal nature after the things of the world, or the spiritual nature after the things of God. That does it.